Hey, it's your girl Lil with Eagle Films Take One Interviews, and today we have my man Heavy G in the building today. Heavy, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Heavy, you know I gotta compare you to DJ Khaled and Biggie Smalls. That's my celebrity comparisons for you, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna compare to DJ Khaled because you got the whole mixtape entertainer, not official rapper, but still in the mainstream music. So I want to ask you about that. What you feel about that?
I like that. That's a nice one.
Nice
Like
comparison.
I never heard the Biggie, but the Khaled, I get the Khaled every
Okay,
day.
the Cali one, everybody say that to you all the
Yeah.
time. What would you consider yourself as an entertainer? Because you're not technically a singer, you're not a rapper, you're not a dancer, or anything in that type of a profession. So what are you?
I feel like I don't really have a title because what I'm doing, it really hasn't been done. So you can't name something. It's new. You get what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So I said I'm the make it happen cat.
Make it happen. Okay, and then I call you Biggie Smalls as well, is because every time I go on IG, I see you up and down my TL with all types of girls on the TL. Different girls talking about some get heavy. What's that all about?
Support.
Support?
Yes.
Just friends? No one major? Nothing major going on?
Just friends.
Just friends?
Supporting.
Cool. So I got to ask you about the Nulu. Can you tell me what the Nulu is? Because I heard you're the creator. You made it. You built it up. You got your friends together. Said, y'all, we're gonna make this new, entertain it in St. Louis. So what's that all about?
And the Nulu is everything. It's a new wave, a new sound, new style. It's just it's a lot of people like the St. Louis artists who really doing something, not just who trying to grind. It's like who are noticeably grinding. You get what I'm saying? Like a certain amount of views, a large fan base, and I just got everybody together.
So you built it based off who got the most clout, who got the most views, the most status in the city. You don't want anyone up and coming?
No.
Or
The thing is, with the power I got with it now, I'm trying to bring in up and coming now. I just announced the other day I'm about to do another new tape, and it's gonna be newer artists and artists that haven't been on it before, artists without that much exposure. I'm, trying to bring them in.
bring them in like a new set of group of people? Are you
Not
still
just
gonna have
now.
the same
I'm
ones?
gonna have the same ones. We just add more to it.
Adding more. Okay, so you're building like a bigger squad. Okay, cool.
Like it's never too late to join. I just gotta. If you working and if the ball already rolling for you, and I feel like you just need that extra little heavy push.
The little heavy push. And you keep saying heavy. What is heavy? How do you get the name Heavy G? What's that all about?
See, the way I got my name, it's a crazy story.
Tell it to
Like
us.
people don't believe this, but I back in middle school, I was playing basketball. I was real good, real good. And, I used to go to a school, and we had school all year round, so we didn't get out of school for summer break to August.
What?
So every day when I got out of school in June and July, everybody was already at the basketball court. As soon as I get home, I'll run straight to the basketball court and play. But we'll play from 6 o'clock to 10, 11 in one game. And every game I used to get 90 points,
What?
80 rebounds. I used
lying,
to go
y'all.
crazy.
He
Look, see?
He
People
lying.
don't believe me. But this fact. And,
Facts.
I used to have a big afro back then. And when I used to sweat so hard that my hair would get curly, so people used to call me Heavy D. But my real name starts with a G, so that's where the transition came.
So they would say Heavy D, but you'd be like, nah, it's Heavy G.
Yeah, that's why I ran with the Heavy G.
Okay, cool. And with the whole Nulu, I'm gonna skip back and go back to that one. With the Nulu, do you feel like it's up and coming, or do you feel like it's kind of slowing down now? Because when the mixtapes drop, they get a lot of views. I noticed on Spinnerella and my mixtape, but then the views start to kind of go down. So do you feel like you gotta put more advertising on it?
Yeah, if I wanted to, it's a thing. It's like an on and off switch with me. If I want to pump Nulu, tomorrow I can have the whole city talking about it, just like I did in November. But right now, that ain't even what I'm focused on. It's like I did that for that reason, just for the mixtape. But if I want to start it back up right now, I can. It ain't really I wasn't using that as a stepping stool for us. Period. It was its own way,
Yeah, you just made something, but you
And
can get back
I don't never want to leave it alone, but I don't never want to use too much of it.
Oh, you don't want that to be, that's me. You don't want the Nulu to be the face of you, but you want it to be a part of your brand.
Exactly.
Okay, I understand. And so with the Nulu mixtape, the last one that just dropped, the last meal, I gotta ask you. It's a touchy subject for some out there about the Blenda Boy diss. And I wanna say rest in peace to Blenda Boy before we start off with that.
Rest in peace to him.
And I want to say, we were talking to Little Tay, and he said that you were the one who hyped it up with the Blenda Boy diss, and you're the one who made it like a hot topic, really, not him. He was just more so rapping, expressing himself, and you're the one who was promoting. It's a diss. This is a diss song, strictly dissing.
You want to know the true story?
I want to know the true story.
I'll tell you the true story. So this the entire story. I ain't never told nobody this whole story either.
Okay.
I never ever told nobody because when you just said something, it hit me the whole story.
So it's super exclusive. This is
exclusive.
It's super. You heard it here first. Eagle Films. It's super exclusive. So what happened?
I'm gonna bring it back to this. Ain't even have nothing to do with Lil Tay in the beginning. It was a producer. He got a studio on the south side. He called me like, "Heavy, I want you to host my mixtape." I'm like, "All right, I got you." I didn't know what type of budget he was working with, so I was like, just give me 6 hours of studio time, I'll host it. He gave me the studio time. I took Lil Tay to the studio, recorded. We doing a Pac and Suge mixtape. That's what we was doing it for. We did the Dear Mama Tupac song, and he was like, I gotta get something off my chest. I'm like, he did the Gingerbread Man. But this was like the first Gingerbread Man. It wasn't the one that got put out. It's 2 different Gingerbread Men.
Y'all made 2 of them? 2 versions? Only one hit the streets?
Yeah. But look, matter of fact, the first one is on my mixtapes, on that Nugu 3. But look, the Nugu 3, The Last Meal, that's what the mixtape was supposed to be. Lil Tay got a song called Last Meal. And I got the song, but we redid it when we went to Atlanta. And the session, I got to do session, but in the previous session, YD, who passed away, was on the ad-libs and he did the outro. That's the one I wanted. And I couldn't get that exact session because a guy who had the studio session kept faking me, so he wouldn't give me the session. So I'm dropping the tape on Thanksgiving. This is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Lil Tay picked me up from my house. We riding. We at rallies, actually. We at rallies. He's like, damn, so what you gonna do? Because the last meal supposed to be the outro. I'm gonna go with Gingerbread Man. He like, all right, so we pull up on the east side, we go to another studio, then he re-recorded it. And that's when all the
Was it the same as the first version or
like
totally different?
The first 16 bars was the same. Then after that, that's when he got, expressing his, like
true feelings about the situation.
Yeah, and then I called his manager just to tell him like, we got us one on our hands. And he was like, shit, put Blender Gang this in the parentheses. I'm like, but this how I look at it, because the Nugu 3 mixtape, that wasn't the only diss on there. It was people on the tape dissing each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was so like this not true, but I'm gonna just give you an example. Let's say O'Shea was dissing the youngest.
Okay.
Both of the songs on there. I don't got nothing to do with neither of them, you know what I mean? I'm just the guy who put the mixtape out.
It's just your name on it.
Exactly.
But everybody's been affiliated with you because, your name, it is your kind of your brand. So it's like, whatever happens on there, it's on Heavy Head as well.
And then another way is I look at it like, prior to this happening, if Lil Tay would have seen Blender in public, it would have got ugly regardless. So the diss song wasn't gonna hurt nothing.
It wasn't gonna break or make nothing.
It changed it into entertainment.
Okay. Once again, rest in peace to Blender Boy, sorry about that.
And yeah, I actually, right before he died, he had Facebook call. We talked and chopped it up. Like, we wasn't friendly or nothing, but it was more like we just got a clear understanding. Like, him and I don't have any personal issues. I don't know him, you know what I mean? So, that's when if you was on my Facebook, that's when I called him out for a boxing match, put down the gloves, pick the pistols up.
Oh my God! He said, put down the gloves, y'all shooting. No. You said you want the piece. You just wanted a peace rally. I feel you. What? Okay, I get you. But you said everything's cool. The beef, whatever imaginary beef, whatever was going on is squashed.
What, as far as me?
As far as your end, as far as what you know anything else about it.
It don't got nothing. It was strictly entertainment anyway, but that's when me and him had the conversation, we just got it clear that if I see you, it ain't gonna get ugly. If you see me, same, we ain't beefing.
And speaking of picking up, what did he say? Picking up the boxing gloves and dropping the pistol. That's what he said. What do you think about the violence in St. Louis? Because it's a lot of street violence, a lot of gang violence, domestic violence going on. It's a lot of violence in the city. What is your opinion on that? What do you think?
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It is, but something got to give. And back to the glove thing. I got a boxing match coming up March 11th.
March 11th against who?
The old Nugu. Let me just say that.
Okay, shit.
You ain't gonna know the matchups till I tell it to you.
Okay, and then about your volunteering in the community, because I've been seeing your face a lot with volunteering and supporting the community. When I called you on the phone yesterday, you were talking about you were bringing some boy from school, one of your biggest fans. Can you tell me a little more about that?
So, I'm gonna give you the story on that too. So I'm in school now. I just graduated high school, and now I go to college. And we don't have school on Friday, so every Friday I try to do something positive, something for the community, no matter what it is. And just Wednesday or Thursday, I made a video on Instagram, and I was like, if you my biggest supporter, if you rock with me, you know, whatever the case may be, let me know, and let me know why you my biggest supporter. I'm gonna pick you up. You gonna hang out with Heavy G all day. Mm-hmm. And it was a lot of kids that inboxed me and, you know, said they were my biggest supporter, but one of them stood out the most. Like
what their response was to you?
His was crazy. It was to the point I didn't want to pick him up all once. I'm like, he might be obsessed.
Like he really loves your music. He loves what you do and all the stuff you got going on. And what did y'all do? Y'all just spent time?
I picked him up. We went to the barbershop. We went out to eat. We went to a basketball game. And Lil Tay is his favorite rapper, so I had him go to his concert last night.
Really?
And I had him on stage.
Is he was he like a younger person, a child, older? 13-year-old? So he was probably geeked about that, going to club appearance?
He killed, go live.
You wanted to be seen like, I'm with Heavy today.
But I rock with dude. He even changed his name on Instagram.
What he changed it to?
Heavy Gang.
What? So you inspiring the kids then. That's cool. And who inspired you growing up then?
Myself.
Really? No role models? No, oh, that's cool. I want to be like them. Oh, I feel that. That's cool.
I had a lot of role models, but like when I think about who actually inspired me, it's like not really a certain person inspired me to make a decision, but it was certain people that I looked up to. Like, damn, I like that, you know. Like Dr. King, I read his story and I was like,
You like the movement?
I like what he did. I just didn't agree with everything he did. Mm-hmm. But I really liked it.
You like the style? No entertainers?
I like what he stood for. I just didn't like how it looked. Like when I would look at the video and see the white people beating the blacks, and he was okay with it. That's what he wanted to happen.
You didn't like the whole no violence?
I didn't like, not the no violence. It was just more so the images. I didn't like that. Like, damn. But I liked how he knew what it would take for equality. Okay. Cool. And he made them sacrifices.
I feel you. And then how is it working with so many artists now? Going back to your artists, how is it working with the Loot artists? I know you work with some people in Chicago a little bit, Atlanta. How is that like moving around, working with different kinds of artists?
Humbling.
Different styles, different people, different moods, attitudes. How is that?
It's nice because actually I was cool with a lot of Chicago artists before I even got cool with any St. Louis artists. Mm-hmm. And like big Chicago artists at that. But I just went to Chicago last week and it was crazy. Like, because anywhere I'm in St. Louis, they know me. No matter, I can go to the gas station, I can go out to eat, wherever.
Yeah, so STL, you famous. STL famous.
But
you
in
got
Chicago, it was like, Joseph.
just like a regular person, just chilling, just a regular person.
I like that too, though, because I don't got to look over my shoulder or worry about anything.
Oh, yeah, and STL is like pressure. You're like, oh, I have to say hi.
You never know somebody's going to pull up on you, try to get some clout. You never know what's going to happen in St. Louis.
So you got to be on your toes?
You do.
Does that bother you? It comes with the fame, I have to be on my toes every now and then. I have to watch what I'm doing, what I say.
Yeah.
It's a hot life, right?
It don't bother me to the point where I'm paranoid, but it's just like something to think about. And I know it's so different from how I used to be.
And then how do you handle the pressure now?
It ain't too much pressure.
Not too much pressure?
My grandma always say, when she busy, you got a busy schedule, it ain't no pressure. And my schedule real busy, so.
Too busy to think about even being under the gun? No, it don't stress you out though? Like all the work, all the music, the entertainment, the clubs, the events. You love it? It's what you live for? This is heavy.
That's what take the pain away, you know?
I feel you. And what do you mean when you say getting heavy? Can you tell your fans what that means? Because that's such a slogan on everything. That's your hashtag, get heavy, get heavy. It's on your mixtape, on your clothes you got on right now to get heavy gear. Like, what's that all about?
To get heavy is basically like bossing yourself up or making the best out of any situation you're in. Like, you can apply get heavy to anything. You can be playing basketball and I gotta get heavy. You down 2, it's 5 seconds left. I gotta 3-pointer, we won, you know? Right. That's how you get heavy over.
Get heavy, it's like an inspirational quote, just get it. Exactly. Go ahead and get it. And do you have anything, like any social media? I know you do. You got the Twitter, the Snapchat, the Facebook, the Insta.
I'm gonna say nothing about Twitter.
No, the Twitter dead? Okay, don't do the Twitter then. The Facebook, the Insta. Can you tell your fans where they can find you?
Heavy G on Facebook, Heavy G _ on Instagram, and Heavy on Snapchat.
All right. Thank you.
Much success.